We decided to raise pigs this year because I grew up on a hog farm, so I was comfortable with them. Megan wanted to get a pig this spring while everyone was home on quarantine. Parker was home from college, couldn't go anywhere. Megan was off work, couldn't go to work. So Connor was home from school, so we thought we would raise pigs. She wanted one. I didn't want there only be one because it would get lonely. So we ended up with six. Um, Thought it would help teach the boys some responsibility on what it's like to have livestock, and then we would end up with some meat at the end of the year, and we have one of the pigs we're keeping. The other five have been sold, and those families will end up with meat as well.
Wilbur and Gus are the two smaller pigs, and when they first got here, they always slept together because we think they're from the same litter.
And Howie, from the beginning, when they got loaded off the trailer, he was the bigger one and very dominant. Um, you could tell he was probably going to be the alpha. Um, just really, he was one of the most friendly ones. Chris, same thing. He was one of the bigger pigs. I'm not sure if he and Howie came from the same place or not, but his personality pretty much is that he likes to sit on his hind legs and always has, and then like just kind of scoot everywhere. And Howie has always slept kind of by the feeder, or if some of the pigs were kind of getting rowdy, how Howie would kind of intervene so that they would stop. So they definitely have their own personalities, and definitely shows with those two.
Algae, when we first got him, he is a spotted pig with floppy ears. His ears kind of cover his eyes up a little bit, which is the trait of some different breeds of hogs. He was very shy and very skittish. He would, anytime he moved, part of it's because he can't see real well because his ears cover his eyes up to some degree. But this is also his personality. He was very skittish. And over time, he's got very comfortable and very friendly, I would say, uh, towards us as we're out there. Uh, Call has always been an ass. He is a jerk. He's always messing with the other pigs. When we're giving them their snacks, he butts to the front of the line, and he has just always been a jerk from the get go.
So how I take care of the pigs is when I first get out there, I make sure that the feeder is all the way full. So what I do is there's a little bucket full of their all their feed, which is corn based, and we just take usually around like probably 25 scoops when it's all the way down, or like 35 scoops when it's all the way down. I fill it in and we put a bar on top of the feeder because Call, as Dad mentioned earlier, he's kind of a jerk and he tried to jump the feeder. And so we put a wooden cross beam on there so he couldn't get over. And after that, I make sure the doors are closed. I go in and I check the water, make sure that the tube running to the water tank as isn't blocked up.
So what I do is basically I got them to be social, I would say. So would get in with them, sit on a bucket, play with them, pet them, taught them how to kind of interact with humans. And then I looked up online that what kind of treats pigs liked, and because I didn't grow up on a farm, and not that they would do this anyway on the farm, but they liked marshmallows, it said. So I decided that we would buy the bigger marshmallows, and we started feeding them the marshmallows. They got to associate me with marshmallows. And so every time they hear me, see me, smell me, they know that marshmallows are coming. So I had to kind of stop getting in with them because they don't mean to, and they wouldn't mean to, but they can kind of trample you. So I do the marshmallows usually once a day, usually when I get home from work. And then also, I had heard around that they liked bowling balls to play with, something that will keep them from tearing up things, hopefully, in their pen, but give them something to do. So I asked for bowling balls online, and I work in a store, and so the customers in the store brought me 5 bowling balls, and so
So we're taking the hogs to the processing plant November 11th. Uh, each family is assigned a hog from the ones we sold. We have ours that we're going to keep. We're going to keep Howie, and every other family that wanted to buy one has been designated a hog. So we will take them in all at the same time and drop them off, and then each family will decide on how they want the hog processed, how much sausage they want, and all the cuts. I think from a personal standpoint, I know all the family. It'll be tough because you get attached to them. We knew from the beginning we got these hogs to provide meat for the family, and now we've tried to justify it in our mind is that's what these animals are for, is for meat production. So what we've tried to do is give them, we've had them since the 1st of June. So we've tried to give them the best 6 months that hogs could have, from brushing them and petting them and giving them snacks and treats. And obviously all livestock farmers give good ample feed and water and clean water. They're just trying to make them enjoy life as much as possible. You know, ultimately they are production livestock, and production livestock is to produce food, and they will produce food and it will be appreciated. But I think from a standpoint of from a personal level, it will be tough. I could never process them myself, which is why we're paying someone to do it, just because you do get attached to them, and you just have to be under the understanding that that's what they're here for.